There are weeks in sports where the statistics make sense. And then there is this week. Over the last 7 days, the mathematical probabilities of professional sports completely collapsed. We saw a basketball record that stood for 20 years shattered in 42 minutes. We saw a football match where, mathematically, there were more red cards shown than players allowed on the pitch. From the Santiago Bernabeu to the NBA courts, the logic of the game was destroyed. Here are 5 times sports math broke this week. We start in Brazil, where the Campeonato Mineiro final turned into an actual war zone. Cruzeiro won the match 1-0 to end a 7-year title drought. But the math of the aftermath is what made history. A massive stoppage time brawl resulted in the referee issuing exactly 23 red cards. 12 to Cruzeiro, 11 to Atletico Mineiro. That completely shatters a 72-year-old Brazilian record. To put that in perspective, there are 22 players on a football pitch. By the time the military police cleared the stadium, there were more ejections than starting players. Over in Spain, Real Madrid didn't just win. They broke a 22-year-old La Liga record. In the 89th minute against Elche, Turkish prodigy Arda Güler spotted the goalkeeper off his line. He launched a missile from deep inside his own half, scoring from exactly 68 meters or 74 yards away. It is officially the longest goal in the 97-year history of La Liga. When you can score from your own defensive third, the tactical geometry of the pitch is completely irrelevant. But the most impossible individual performance happened in Miami. For 20 years, Kobe Bryant's 81-point game was considered untouchable. Then came Bam Adebayo. On Tuesday night, the Heat center mathematically dismantled the Wizards' defense, dropping 83 points to secure the second highest single-game total in NBA history. He didn't just shoot. He shattered the all-time NBA record with 36 free throws made. He is now the first player in history to score over 70 points while shooting under 50% from the field. It is now Wilt, then Bam, then Kobe. In the World Baseball Classic, the math was just as brutal. The Dominican Republic has officially assembled the most terrifying lineup in tournament history. Facing a powerhouse South Korean team in the quarterfinals, the Dominican buzzsaw secured a 10-0 victory, triggering the tournament's mercy rule in just 7 innings. Capped off by an Austin Wells walk-off home run. The Dominican Republic has now scored 51 runs in 5 games and hit a record-breaking 15 home runs. They are scoring at a statistical rate that opposing bullpens literally cannot survive. Finally, we return to Europe, where Manchester City is facing an absolute mathematical nightmare. At the Bernabeu, Federico Valverde scored a Champions League hat-trick in just 22 minutes, dismantling the reigning champions 3-0. Now, Pep Guardiola's squad returns to the Etihad, needing a miracle. In the entire history of the Champions League, Real Madrid has never blown a 3-goal first-leg lead. The historical probability of Manchester City surviving this tie is exactly 0%. To advance, they don't just have to beat 11 men. They have to beat history itself. 5 impossible stats. 1 completely broken week of sports. Which of these mathematical anomalies is the most impressive? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more impossible data, and I'll see you in the next one.